Hi, I'm Mike Zundell, Senior Sales Director at SureBridge, underwritten by the Chesapeake Life Insurance Company. Today I'm going to walk you through a sample application so you can see just how easy it is to enroll your clients over the phone by utilizing our text signature option powered by DocuSign. Let's get started. First, go to www.subsportal.com and enter your username and password. Once you're in the system, you can access the point of sale tool by clicking the blue SureBridge Quote and Apply link inside the Quick Links box in the lower right-hand section of the home page. This will take you right to your dashboard. The enrollment process involves two steps. First, build your proposals and then launch your application. The system will save any partially completed proposals and applications, so if you ever have to stop in the middle of an enrollment, you can click on the client's name to pick back up where you left off at a later time. When you're ready to start a new enrollment, click on the green Build a Proposal box. On the next screen, you will enter the client's zip code, email address, last name, first name, gender, date of birth, and tobacco status. If you're enrolling multiple family members, you will enter the spouse or domestic partners and dependents' names, gender, and date of birth as well. Remember, if the primary is a child only, the child only checkbox must be selected. Child primaries cannot include siblings as part of the quote. If applying for coverage for self, please select the checkbox for Attention Agent. Only check this box if you, the agent, are applying for coverage for yourself. Once complete, click Save and Continue. Now we'll build the plans we want to include in our proposal. The system will let you create up to 3 quotes that you can present side by side to your client, or you can choose to build just one quote. Click the Add Plans icon above any of the quotes to start building your plans. There are 3 main product category tabs: Supplemental, Life, and Wellness. The system will automatically default to start on the Supplemental tab, which houses all of our supplemental products. To access Term Life, Final Expense, and Wellness plans, just click on the Life or Wellness tabs. The first tab under Supplemental is the Dental Vision sub-tab, which includes our Dental Vision and Hearing Plan, or DVH for short, along with our standalone dental and vision plans. To view our other supplemental insurance plans, just click on the corresponding sub-tab. To access our Hospital-Wise or Cancer-Wise Plus plans, for example, click on the Illness sub-tab. Today we're going to enroll our client in our DVH plan, Senior Prime DVH. If the client was 63 or younger, we'd see Prime DVH there without the senior label, which is the same product for the non-senior market. The system will default to show the highest available benefit level, so to view and or change the benefit option, just click on the Options box. Now we'll change the benefit level to $1,000 and add it to quote 1. Next, we'll change the benefit level to $1,500 and add it to quote 2. And finally, we'll change the benefit level back to the maximum benefit of $2,000 and add it to quote 3. You'll notice a tiny green box that appears showing that the product was added to each quote. If we wanted to add additional supplemental products to any of these quotes, we could do that by navigating through the sub-tabs and selecting Add to the additional plans we want to include. Today, though, we'll just stick with DVH. Once you've added all the plans you want to include, scroll up to the top of the screen and click on the Done icon on the right-hand side. This will take you back to the screen with our 3 quotes. From here, we will click on the Select icon on the quote with the products in which we want to enroll the client. Now we just need a few more pieces of demographic information before we can launch the application. On this page, we will need a value for each cell that has an asterisk. Any values that were previously entered will carry over, so we just need to add the client's address and city. We'll also need to confirm their email address and enter their mobile number. Note, a mobile number is not required for voice signature. However, we will need at least one contact phone number, which can be added and apply. On the next screen, just scroll down until you see the green Start Application box. When you check the box, the application will launch in a new tab. Now click on the Phone Voice dropdown, and from there, click the Email or Text Signature dropdown. Next, slowly and carefully, read through the 7 numbered items on the screen with your client. Once you have read the instructions aloud and the client acknowledges their understanding of the 7 items, click on the green I acknowledge and continue box to advance to the next screen. Now we'll confirm the applicant's information. Once again, any cell that has an asterisk must be completed before we advance to the next screen. If the client's mailing address is not the same as their home address, uncheck the box and enter the mailing address. Confirm the client's mobile number and email address and continue to the next screen. Next, we'll go through the eligibility and underwriting questions. Ask each question exactly as it appears on screen. If the applicant is Medicare eligible, we will select yes to that question, which prompts the additional scripting to ensure they've received the important notice to persons on Medicare and have received either a hard copy or digital version of the Medicare and You Handbook. Please note, if an applicant has existing insurance that will be replaced if the coverage applied for is issued, then the applicant may also have to sign a replacement form when other required forms are signed. Prime DVH is a guaranteed issue product, but if we were enrolling the client in one of our simplified issue products, the corresponding health questions would populate in this section as well. Next, read aloud the full Consent to Electronic Delivery of Documents form. Please note that if the client selects yes to this consent, they will receive all correspondences and policy documents digitally. If they select no, we will physically mail out their policies and any corresponding ID cards. Once complete, click on the green Save and Continue box to advance to the billing section. At the top of the screen, you'll see a summary of the initial and recurring payment amounts. Please keep in mind that although Prime DVH does not have an application fee, some of our other supplemental plans do. Select either bank draft or credit card for the initial payment. You'll probably notice there's an option for list bill as well. This option is only available for employer groups that have already been assigned a unique list bill ID for the enrollment. Next, select bank draft, credit card, or direct bill for the recurring payments and choose the billing frequency. Please note that if you select direct bill, you will only be able to select quarterly, semi-annually, or annually for the frequency. Then choose the requested effective date for coverage. You can select a date up to 90 days in the future, but it's important to tell the client that their initial payment will draft immediately upon policy issue. The day of the month you choose as the effective date will also be the recurring premium draft date, so you must choose a day between the 1st and the 28th of the month. Finally, indicate the relationship of the payer to the primary applicant and click on the green Save and Continue box to move on to the next screen. Now we'll enter the payment details. Because I chose credit card for the initial and recurring payments on the previous billing screen, I will now enter the credit card info. If I had selected the bank draft payment method, I'd be prompted to enter the routing and account number on this screen instead. First, enter the name of the cardholder, then select the type of card and enter the card number, expiration date, CVC, and billing address and hit submit. You'll receive a message notifying you that the card has been saved. Click OK and then click the green Save and Continue box to continue to the next screen. Now we're ready to collect the client's digital signature. Click on the Sign via email or text dropdown and choose Text Signature. Then click I acknowledge and continue. The client will receive a text message with a link to access DocuSign. They should click on the link and then click Sign Documents on the following page, and that will launch DocuSign. Note, if the client doesn't receive their text, the agent can click the Resend button from the signature status page. Then the client should click Continue at the bottom of the screen, and then they click Start on the top of the following screen. As the client is reviewing the document, DocuSign will indicate everywhere they need to sign an initial. Upon clicking the first initial icon, the system will let them select a pre-made signature, draw their signature using their touchscreen, or upload a digital signature from another source. Now the client will review the application. There are multiple sections that will require the client to digitally initial or sign. This includes the product selection form, application, consent to electronic delivery of documents, confirmation of brochure, outline of coverage receipt, and the disclosure for electronic and verbal signatures. The disclosure for electronic and verbal signatures will require the client to click on the I agree checkbox once they've read through the disclosure. After they've added their initials and signature to every place needed on the application and other required forms, they will click on the Finish box in the upper right-hand corner of the screen to complete the DocuSign process. They will receive a message on screen that they have successfully completed the signature process. The final step is for the agent to sign. Once the client has indicated they've finished signing, click on the green Refresh Signature status box on the right-hand side of the screen. Now the blue sign icon by your name on the left-hand side will no longer be blacked out. Click the icon and once again DocuSign will launch. Click on the Continue box in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, then click Start on the left-hand side of the screen. Read through the content and then click the Sign icon underneath the agent statement on the app. Now just click Finish and the system will submit the application to the home office. You'll know the app was successfully sent when you see the "Thank you, your application has been submitted" message. And in most cases, you will see that the application is approved. If for any reason the application could not be instantly approved, you will instead see an Application Under Review message. So there you have it, it's that easy. If you've never completed an online app, I urge you to give it a try. Once you've written a few and gotten used to that instant approval on screen, I guarantee you'll never want to go back to paper again.